Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.
Hello, Indianapolis. It's Saturday night, and that means it's time for another episode of Real Scene TV.
We are back on the couch in our studios at the 247 Sky Bar in downtown Indianapolis. It's almost time for Christmas.
Love Christmas.
Do you have any Christmas traditions, Danielle?
I do. We have a really cool family pajama party. So everybody brings their neatest pajamas, but mine always wins because I always have a onesie.
Onesie?
I wear a onesie with the footies and everything. I do.
I miss those. Those are awesome.
What about you?
My family, we always go to Christmas Eve service, and then after we come home, my dad reads "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Oh, my family does that too. I love that. That's so cool. Okay, so anyway, I know you guys are really excited about Christmas, but our episode tonight is full of laughter and giving. So let's check it out.
Broadway Across America's Elf the Musical is coming here to Indy in December, but right now you can start spreading the warmth, and we'll find out how next.
We're sitting down with comedian, actor, icon, Pauly Shore.
It's you.
A day-by-day struggle to stay alive.
All that plus, I sit down with a local author.
And I'm with the iWin Foundation lending support for women with breast cancer.
Real Scene TV starts now. Closed captioning brought to you by Pearl Street Pizzeria and Pub. Handmade pizzas, sandwiches, and salads using the best ingredients. Great local brews on tap for every palate. Cozy dining in the heart of downtown. Comedian Pauly Shore visited Crackers Comedy Club, and the interview was filled with many hilarious and awkward moments while Kaylin and Pauly discussed his podcast and documentary.
This is just me and a camera and a producer, and that's it. There's no crew. It's just as raw as you'll ever see me.
Pauly Shore! It's good to be here at Crackers in Indianapolis and Broadway Post. I drive in the snow like an old man. I'm like this, dude, you know what I mean? And you people, you drive like, get the out, you know what I mean? I was gonna wind up in a snowbank. That'd be funny, right? You guys drive by, I'm like, help, help. Is that Pauly Shore? Yeah, we should help him. No, he's probably filming a movie. Leave him alone. No, I need help. Get me out of the snowbank. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I just loved it because it's like seeing an icon.
Pauly, you were great. You were nothing less than what I thought you were going to be.
Always funny, and every time he comes to Indy, we've seen his show.
I love the show. I thought it was amazing. We had a ton of laughs. It was a great time.
Really cool. I'm a huge Biodome fan, but I thought he was hilarious.
Top notch. Everything we expected from Crackers.
Big house tonight. They were loving your show.
Yeah.
Is it fun for you to be back on stage?
I never left. I'm always on stage.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm always on stage. Comedy first.
So it's like being back home for you.
Yeah, I like it. I'm more comfortable on stage than than here with you.
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Well, they love you. They were thrilled that they were totally
Yeah, they
involved.
were nice. It was really, it's pretty cool.
What is your podcast?
It's called Pauly Shore's Interested. It's basically I'll interview, like, for instance, I'll interview like Carrot Top.
Okay.
And then I'll listen to the interview, and then I'll get Larry the Cable Guy to listen to the Carrot Top interview and comment on what he said.
So it's like you get their backstories in the midst of the fun and the entertainment.
There's
how they know each other. There's a story there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and where
so
can
it's
people
fun.
find that? iTunes?
Up my butt. No, that's
Stop
good.
it. No, they can't.
Yeah, there's a good, no, that's good. No, they can go to paulyshore.com, and they can also go to iTunes.
So coming up, you have a Showtime special. Tell us about that.
It's kind of like, a lot of it's my act. It's like a straight documentary, and it's me on the road in the Midwest playing kind of smaller markets while also, moving my mom out of her house of 40 years and
kind of taking a glimpse at the real Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Well, so when can we expect that coming out on Showtime?
The documentary will be out in December. It premieres December 4th, and then it's going to be airing all month on Showtime.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think it's a really fun piece. Like, I think people think it's really
well,
funny.
I think because people know your character and they know who they grew up with, but seeing the real side of you, seeing the other side, seeing maybe what your life is now, it gives everybody a different view into your world, and I think people find that really interesting.
Yeah, and then after it comes out, then I go back to this. Whoa, bro! I just want people to see it. I think it's a good piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good piece. So.
Well, everybody take a look at that on Showtime coming up in December.
It's HBO.
No, it's not. You said
Whoa,
Showtime.
What are you touching me for?
I'm a
What
very
the hell's
touching
going-
person.
No, it's okay. I understand. I've done some great stuff and I did some up stuff, but at the end of the day, I always wind up landing on my feet.
I don't have the answers for any of it, but we'll keep moving, you know?
A big thank you to Crackers Comedy Club in Broad Ripple for hosting us and that interview. This is the time of year for giving back to the community. Florence Anoche, a motivational author, hosts an annual event right before Thanksgiving. We'll take a look at scenes and highlights from this year's celebration and talk to Florence about the inspiration behind the event. That looked like an amazing event. You had a fashion show, there were awards, and of course the Inspirational Light Award, which is a big deal. Tell us about that.
Well, every year I host this event. My favorite child is Thanksgiving, and it's being inspired from what I learned growing up in my parents' house. Every year I started celebrating Thanksgiving, hosting dinner, inviting friends and family, colleagues, everybody. We do things that get people excited to come to the event. When we do this Thanksgiving celebration dinner, there are 3 important segments that we use. We have the inspirational shining moment. We have great speakers that share wealth of wisdom with the attendees. And then we do the upscale fashion show. After the fashion show, we also award leaders that are making a difference in our community.
You are #1 bestseller, a very accomplished author with many awards, and we actually have some of your books here. We have My Favorite Child's Thanksgiving,
yes,
which is the inspiration for the event that we just saw.
Yes.
We also have Hall of Fame, Leadership Values. And then this one, I like this little nugget right here, #1 bestseller.
Best-selling author.
Tell us about this one.
Well, this one I launched in July. We have a lot of entrepreneurs that we featured in the book. And we came out #1 in 6 categories in this book. It was tough.
And of course, if people want to find you and to find these books, they
Yes.
can go to your website.
Yes, this very one will be coming out very soon. I'm planning to launch this book, so watch out.
To learn more about Florence, go to her website, and to find more about her books and the event, you can follow her on social media as well. Fashion, food, and fun. Real Scene TV is well-rounded in this area.
And one of our missions is to always lend a hand and give back in the community or feature non-for-profits that you can get involved in. So John, do you help out?
I do. I actually sit on a board for the YMCA. And yeah, we've covered a number of not-for-profits here at Real Scene TV.
We have Helping Hands for Freedom, Susan G. Komen, Project Pink. We've done a lot raising beach balls for kids at Riley's Hospital with Nathan's Playroom. So a lot of really cool things right off the top of my head that I can think of.
Absolutely. Coming up, we talk to an organization that supports women statewide currently receiving treatment for breast cancer.
We take a look at the upcoming Broadway Across America's production of Elf, the musical.
We talk to a lady on the circle that uses her craft to survive.
Don't go anywhere.
Equipment for RSTV provided in part by Roberts Everything Photo, Everything Imaging.
Everyone could use a good neighbor, especially when you're going through the rough times of cancer. I'm here with Sue Wynn from the iWin Foundation, a local organization that supports women statewide who are currently receiving treatment for breast cancer by securing and paying for individual services that relieve emotional, physical, and financial burdens. So tell me a little bit about how this organization came to fruition.
It was initially started by Nancy Shepard. She was a nurse and she had a coworker who discovered she had breast cancer. Nancy went through the journey with her. The woman had 2 small children. Nancy thought, how can I help her? She thought, I could raise money, I could give it to research, but how can I help her today? And then she started to realize that there was not an organization out there that helped women who are going through the treatment of breast cancer. Again, there's a lot of research that's going on, which is important, but you need to back up and you need to help the woman when she's actually going through that treatment. So that was kind of her mission, and that's how it started.
And since 2000, you have distributed over $1 million to women in all 92 counties across the state, and that is incredibly impressive.
That's correct. So right, we have given women $1 million worth of services.
You pay for the services directly
That's
versus
correct.
giving the money
Correct.
to the women.
Correct. We don't just give the women a check. Correct. They have to choose the service, and then we either use a service provider to do the service, for example, to do lawn maintenance, mow their grass, snow removal, or with gift cards for grocery stores or gas stations.
And especially transportation and meals, that's a big one.
It is. I would say about 85% of our recipients choose those services. We have women who drive an hour and a half each way to treatment, live in rural areas. They have, the financial burden of pharmaceuticals, medical bills, and so, the necessities is what it boils down to. They need to feed their family.
So the iWin Foundation helps women, but you guys also help men with cancer, correct?
That's correct. So we've helped over 3,000 women since our inception, but we've also helped 4 men during that time frame as well. Obviously, women are more known for breast cancer, but men also get breast cancer, and we help them as well.
Okay, now you have a need for people to help fundraise with the organization, correct?
Correct. Most of our volunteers we use more in the efforts of our fundraising, help with planning our various events. We have a pink pajama party, a tennis event, a yoga event, as well as a mum sale. So we ask for volunteers to help kind of promote and help run those events.
Well, in talking about the events, you have a really fun one that you just mentioned, the pink pajama party that's coming up in February. 2 favorite things of girls, the color pink and pajamas. So tell me a little bit about how people can register and what happens at that event.
The registration will actually take place December 15th. It's an online registration, so you go to iwinfoundation.org to register. The event actually will take place February 20th, 2015. It's at the Indianapolis Marriott Hotel, Keystone at the Crossing. It's a fun girls' night out. It's women in their pink pajamas, dancing, silent auction. We have local spa vendors who come and donate their time and pamper our guests. It's a fun, fun evening.
It's a great way to treat yourself right after Valentine's Day.
Or a great Christmas gift?
Yes, absolutely. Now, if anybody was wanting to get involved to help either with fundraising or to get involved in any capacity, where can they go?
To our website. Again, it's www.iwinfoundation.org.
Well, Sue, thank you so much for joining us here on the couch. We've had a lot of fun learning about the organization and what a great organization it is.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, well, coming up next, a look at Broadway Across America's Elf the Musical and an interview on Monument Circle with a resourceful woman trying to survive.
Yo, what's up? This is Pauly Shore, and you're watching Real Scene TV in Indianapolis. And Andrew Luck, let's do this, bro. Bye.
Big Guy Signs offers custom-created signage and more to make your brand stand out and get noticed. It's the story of Buddy the Elf and one of Broadway Across America's performances for this year's season. Elf is an original musical that brings to life the heartwarming and hilarious tale of Buddy, an orphan who mistakenly believes he's really one of Santa's elves. Mindy tells us how you can help out and be one of Santa's helpers right here in Indy.
It's the story of Buddy the Elf. It's the story of Buddy the Elf. It's the story of and the ones who are right on the shelf. It's the story of Buddy and the part of the story of Buddy.
Most of us have seen Elf. It's become quite the Christmas classic. But for those who have not seen the movie starring Will Ferrell, can you give just a brief overview of it?
Sure. The history behind it is the film came out in 2003, and it was adapted for the stage in 2010 and have been touring for the last 2 years.
Okay.
So we're so excited they're making a stop in Indy. It's a story of an infant who crawls into Santa's bag on Christmas Eve and unexpectedly makes his way to the North Pole, and is raised by elves and Santa. Realizes at one point that he's certainly not an elf due to his size, inability to carry a tune, and can't make toys right.
Right.
So he wants to go off to New York to discover his family, and it's hysterical.
When does it actually come to Indy?
The 16th through 20th of December.
Okay.
And we're lucky to have it at the Murat Theater. There's not a bad seat.
Tell me about this Spreading the Warmth campaign that you guys are involved in.
Sure. Just about everyone's heard of Indy's Child magazine. It's our
Right.
30th year. And just about everyone's heard of Buddy the Elf. But there's an organization in Indianapolis called The Villages that a lot of folks hadn't heard of. So that's who we're benefiting by collecting warm items, hats, scarves, gloves, and we're asking for new items.
Okay.
And they will go to foster children in Indiana. So,
Oh, so that's what The Villages does?
Yes, they serve the entire state of Indiana.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
you want new. So,
Right.
socks. I ordered socks as well,
And
too.
socks, cozy socks.
So anything that's perfect for this winter season for those foster kids. How fabulous. So,
Right,
when
a
does
lot
that
of-
start up?
Well, a lot of families too who open their homes to foster children. Some have their own biological children and some will add on several foster children. So just basic needs like this are really appreciated.
Sure. And when is this going on now?
It is. Every Old National Bank branch has a collection site.
Okay.
Also here at the theater and also at Broadway Across America, Broadway Indianapolis.
Okay. They're on Mass Ave.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and that's through the 20th.
So in addition to the Spreading the Warmth campaign, Indy Child Magazine is actually involved in a special night here at Old National Center too, on December 17th?
December 17th will be Indy's Child Night at the
Okay.
theater, and we're inviting all of the guests and patrons to come an hour before the show
Okay.
for activities, snowflakes, doing a mock cover shoot too, so folks can get their face on the cover of Indy's magazine and get a printout. It's fun.
So what time does the show start so folks that wanted to come to that?
7:30, so
Okay.
the hour before, beginning at 6:30,
7:30,
and you can bring your items the evening of the show as well.
So come check out Elf the Musical from Broadway Across America, December 16th through the 20th. And of course, you can start spreading the warmth right now through the 20th by dropping off all new winter items at any of the 27 Greater Indianapolis Old National Bank branches, Old National Center itself, or Broadway Across America on Mass Ave. Thanks again, Wendy.
Thank you.
Get in the holiday spirit with Elf, December 16th through the 20th at Old National Center.
Keep watching Real Scene TV for continued updates on Broadway Across America's upcoming season in Indianapolis. Studies find that the number of homeless people in Indianapolis is on the rise, and Real Scene TV went down to the Circle to talk to Bridget about the challenges that she faces as a homeless woman in the city.
We ran into Bridget sitting right outside the Starbucks here on the Circle. And Bridget, you're crocheting some stuff. What's your story?
I just I've got health issues. I've got 2 heart valves leaking. Can't work anymore. So I survive the best way I can. I crochet. I sit here with a sign begging for change. Lost my home. Just lost everything. I'm just kind of here.
Where are you staying?
Wherever I can. If I've got the money, I go to a hotel. If not, I'm just kind of wherever.
So people can actually purchase your crocheting? Does that help you to get into the hotels?
Yes, it does. At least I look at it this way, at least I'm trying. I obtained a retail merchant's license from the state so I could sell stuff, and just trying to survive waiting on disability, which anybody that's ever been through the disability process knows takes 2 forevers. And it's just a day-by-day struggle to stay alive,
Are you out here every day?
Every day, rain, shine, sleet, or snow.
What time do you start coming out here?
As early as I can get here. I'm usually here by 8:30, 9 o'clock every morning until whenever I get the money that I need for the day. Sometimes it's 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes it's early. Sometimes I get lucky and I'm gone by 10 a.m. It's just day by day. I never know.
Now, what about family? Do you have any around here?
No.
So it's just you?
Just me.
So what is it you're crocheting that folks could come and get from you, and how much are you charging?
I've got the angels and the pot holders. I've got hats and scarves, and there's no telling what I'm liable to have next week.
love the Angels. How festive. That's awesome. So what do you charge?
The angels and the potholders are $5. The hats are $10. Scarves $15. I try to keep my prices affordable, something that somebody can buy on an impulse, and I try to survive every day.
And you're in the same location every day?
Every day, every day. If I'm not here, it's usually because I'm in the hospital.
Has there been a reason why you haven't been at the homeless shelters?
They stay full.
Oh, really?
And there's not a lot of beds for women and children in the city. There's more beds for men than there is for women and children. A lot of the beds for women and children are designated as domestic violence beds. And I won't lie to the people and tell them I'm a domestic violence victim. Everybody says, well, go to one of those shelters and tell them you've been beat up. No, I won't do that.
I can't even imagine, especially now that the temperatures have changed. Please come down and help Bridget in any way. If anybody of your viewers out there that could help her, please do so. She's right out here at the Starbucks every day, as she said, right here on the Circle. Thank you so much for sharing your story, sweetie.
You.
If there is anything that our viewers can do to help Bridget, you can find her on the Circle most days. With the threat of inclement weather looming, we urge our viewers to be aware of the growing homeless community and provide as much help as you can. There are several agencies in Indianapolis that can direct you on ways to provide assistance.
Don't go anywhere.
Clothing for Real Scene TV, brought to you by Plato's Closet. Visit us on East 96th Street in Fishers.
I cannot believe it's almost the end of the year. It's been a great year for Real Scene
It's been
TV.
an excellent year.
What have been some of your favorite segments?
Oh my gosh, it's been so fun. Well, first of all, your Brown County was by far my favorite.
Awesome.
He went sailing through the trees, and I want to know where my invite was for that. But off-roading
It was
in a
awesome.
buggy, it was really cool. I don't know, what were some of yours?
Gosh, we've covered so much. We've done Broadway musicals. We've done Midwest Fashion Week. Both you and I got to host that.
Yes, we did.
That was really cool.
Midwest Fashion Week was awesome. We've done the Project Pink. We took home first place for Best Design. We've done a lot of really neat stuff too. Outside of this year, we've done Gen Con.
Gen Con.
Yes.
Rashida got to ride the Batmobile.
At Comic-Con, that was cool. We've gone ghost hunting actually here in Indiana. It's been an incredible ride the past few years, and obviously we want to throw a big thank you out to our people behind the scenes. All the good stuff happens.
Yeah,
behind
all the good
scenes,
stuff's
right?
happening behind the scenes. They're the people that make us look as ridiculous as possible.
And beautiful as possible.
Beautiful, that's our category. So thank you so much to Jason and Raven and Michelle and Amber for all that you guys do to make Real Scene possible.
Yes, absolutely.
And of course, we wouldn't be here without you guys, the viewers. So we want to thank you, and we want to know what is your favorite segments from this year and of all time. So tweet us, Facebook us, let us know.
Thank you for watching Indianapolis. We'll be back on the couch from our studios at the 247 Sky Bar in 2 weeks for the Best of Real Scene TV 2014 show.
Good night.
Are we supposed to sizzle?
No, sizzle. We're gonna sizzle.
I'm just over here sizzling.
Bacon on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bacon!
Sizzle!
Sizzle! Sizzle!
I imagine I'm just like a piece of bacon, like frying. How do you sizzle?
1, 2, 3, bacon.
That's good stuff.
Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.